Today we're going to explore three of the hottest neighborhoods here in the Lafayette and West Lafayette area. So we're going to begin in Lafayette with a neighborhood called Highland Park. And Highland Park is kind of the core part of original Lafayette, if you will. Here is the map for where it's located. It's bordered by 9th Street on the east, Kossuth on the west, and the Lafayette Country Club down on the south side. It's got the Highland Avenue stretching through it with the looping Shawnee Avenue, but you can see here's downtown Lafayette up here. So that's where Highland Park is located, and it's kind of known for having, old ivy-covered homes. It's that neighborhood that's right next to the country club. It's a great location with a central location. It's close to the country club. It's close to Central Catholic, which is just down the street a little bit. You're right at the top of the 9th Street hill. Downtown Lafayette is not that far away. You could walk down the hill. You may not want to walk back up the hill to check out all that downtown Lafayette has to offer. And you're not far away from Lafayette, Geoff. The south side isn't really that far away either in the big scheme of things. Here's Veterans Memorial Parkway down here on the south side. So it's really kind of a great centralized location. But it is a fantastic neighborhood here in the Lafayette area on the Lafayette side of the Wabash River. And let's check out what the market has looked like there over the last year. So let me get into the right view. Highland Park. So it is not a giant neighborhood. There are not that many homes in the neighborhood. It's only a couple of blocks big. But in the last year, there have been 4 homes sold. The median price was $400,551. So $400,000 is actually a pretty decent price for a neighborhood like Highland Park here in the Lafayette area, with the low price being $395 and the high being $400. But the interesting thing about this is the average list price was $377 and the average sold price has been $401. So they're selling for significantly over asking in this neighborhood. But in the last year, there have only been 3 sold and there's currently 1 active. And they are all older homes. They were built in 1914, 1936, 1921. They're all around 3,000 square feet. The smallest was about 2,700 square feet, and the largest was about 2,800 square feet. So let's pick one at random here and just let's look at the active one for sale. Actually, it's 726 South 9th Street. Let's pop in and have a look here. So this is a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath in Highland Park. Been on the market for about 41 days. So that's a little bit of a long time right now here in the Lafayette area. But let's pop in and look at the pictures real quick and check this guy out. Yeah, beautiful older home on the hill. Love that woodwork. And if you're confused, that's the bathroom. The stained glass windows going up the stairs. The parquet floors. That wooden staircase, just stunning. More leaded glass in the powder room. Fireplace. That living room is quite large. I'm interested to see what the kitchen looks like when we get to it. Look at the columns on that mantle. Isn't that impressive? Formal dining room. Look at the size of that. That bay window there. There you go. There's the kitchen. Definitely been renovated. Might have been a few years ago. Maybe need some new countertops. But man, that's quite a large kitchen with that island. It's pretty amazing. Love it. We keep scrolling through. I got some serious cabinet pantry space there, it looks like. Breakfast room. The landing at the top of the stairs they have set up as a sitting room. The primary bedroom, hardwood floors there. Look at the original wood doors. A lot of room. One of the secondary bedrooms. And the third bedroom. The family bathroom. What did we say this was? 1 bath, I believe. 1.5. So, doesn't have an ensuite. Minor thing. But you can see how those bay windows were built out there. 2-car garage. And you still get some yard. A little close-up view of the wood trim. And that porch. Think about the rocking you could do on that porch. Yeah, so that's a sample of a home in Highland Park. So again, a neighborhood kind of central to the original part of Lafayette. So that is hot neighborhood number 1 in the Lafayette area. Hot neighborhood number 2 is Barberry Heights. So Barberry Heights is located in West Lafayette. And to pull out a little bit, give you some perspective, here's West Lafayette and Purdue University. It's just across the street, just to the east of the Payless supermarket. It's kind of bordered on the south here by Kent Avenue, on the north by Cumberland, Covington on the west, and Henderson on the east. Has a great park. If you've never taken your kids there, I highly recommend it, George Lamel Park. It's a fun little park there. But people love this neighborhood. It's central to everything you need in West Lafayette. The supermarket's right across the street. Fresh Time Market's across Sagamore Parkway. All the shopping and everything that you need in West Lafayette are right there. And it's just down the street from West Lafayette High School, which is just down the road off of Salisbury, off of Grant, rather, just down here. So just a couple of mile drive there. So that is where Barberry Heights is located. And let's have a little look into how sales and what the market has looked like in Barberry Heights for the last few years. So it's a slightly larger neighborhood than the last neighborhood that we looked at. Barberry. In the last year, there have been 16 homes sold or listed for sale. There are currently 2 active for sale. So if you want to buy one right now, you can get in. The homes were built in the 1960s and 70s in this neighborhood. And the pricing the median price has been $300,000 with a low of $259,900 and a high of $328,000. So again, like solid pricing for the area, not too high, not too low. And on square footage, these houses on the small side, the ones that have sold, of 1,100 square feet, 15, 15, 16, 18, 18, a handful of 2s, and then a handful of 3,300 square foot homes. So there's a variety of homes sizes available in the Barberry neighborhood, and I just can't express to you, what a convenient neighborhood it is to everything in West Lafayette. It's just super central. I know that there are lots of people there that just absolutely love the neighborhood. So let's have a look at one of the homes that are currently for sale. So let's see. We have one that's been on the market for 3 weeks and one that's been on the market for 4 weeks. Let's look at the bigger one. So the smaller of the two is 2,400 square feet and the bigger one is 3,200 square feet. The 3,200 square foot is currently listed at $509,000. It is 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2-car attached garage. It's got a 10 by 40 in-ground pool. So if you need to go cool off here in the summer, it is the place to go check out. Let's have a look. So there is the outside. We're just going to scroll through and look for the fun stuff. There's the in-ground pool. Looks like it hadn't been open for the season when the pictures were taken. So I'll use your imagination for water. There it is, opened. Okay, that's much better. I like that. Looks like you got that covered porch. Okay. You've got the, looks like you got the kitchen connected to the dining room, connected to the living room, kind of that semi-open concept going on there. Got the fireplace with the wood wall. What do you guys think of this? Do you like number 1 or number 2 better? Are you going to go with Barberry Heights? Or are you going with Highland Park? What's your neighborhood of choice? If you're interested in any of these homes, don't forget, reach out. My contact information is down in the description below. There's the dining room. Yeah, so you can see the dining room's got the pass-through bar to the living room there. Some of the bedrooms. Big glass-doored shower. This is just an example of a home in Barberry Heights. Oh, that wood-burning stove downstairs is pretty cool looking. I like that. Got the shiplap in the bathroom. Kind of got the cedar look in this bathroom. Yeah, there's that screened in, I don't think it's screened in porch, but that enclosed porch. It's got the windows, so 3-season porch, if you will. So definitely an interesting home that's available in Barberry Heights. Again, just across the street from everything in West Lafayette. So that's neighborhood number 2 in the West Lafayette area, in the Lafayette and West Lafayette area. The third hot neighborhood that we're going to look at is also in West Lafayette, and it is New Chauncey. Now, Chauncey is so well known in West Lafayette as the neighborhood where all the shopping and restaurants and bars are there in Lafayette. But the New Chauncey neighborhood is just kind of the next neighborhood north of that. And we'll have a look here. And it's kind of bordered on the south by Fowler Avenue. It stretches north up through Chauncey Avenue, over here on Grant Street and Robinson Street. So it's kind of centered in this area. And there are some student rentals for sure in this neighborhood, but then there are, all these homes, there are a lot of great single family homes. And when you walk down Chauncey Avenue, it's astounding. It's almost like a throwback neighborhood. It's got the trees and the leaves on the street, almost like a Hallmark movie. It's really kind of cool. So that's where it's located. And let's have a look at how things have been doing in New Chauncey over the last year. So over the last year in New Chauncey, there have been 7 homes sold or listed for sale. The median price sold was $410,000. Again, like right on track with what I would expect for a neighborhood of this kind in West Lafayette. The low price was $276 and the high was $460. So that's quite a bit of a range. Currently, let's see, they are all about 100 years old. Most of them are right about 100 years old in the 90s or low hundreds. The ones that I'm looking at, there are 2 that are a little younger. One was 75 years old and one is 88 years old. So these homes have definitely been there a little bit longer, but they bring that, charm, that certain je ne sais quoi with them that you don't get from a newer home, that's for sure. So there are actually no current listings in New Chauncey for right now. They go fast. If one comes up for sale, it's going to sell now, not tomorrow, not the next day. They do not last in this neighborhood. Why? Because it's walkable to Purdue University. Whether you're a student, a staff member, a professor, an associate professor, an administrator, whatever you might be, there are those that are on staff there, that are students there that, they want to be able to walk. And this is the definition of that walkable neighborhood. It's about as close as you can get to Purdue in an established neighborhood that isn't just, full, chock-a-block full of student rentals. So let's have a look at let's see, how about size? Total square footage, they're all around 2,000, 3,000, around 2,000 to 2,500 square feet. There was one that's a little bit smaller. Let's go by selling price. We want to see interesting things. Let's look at the most expensive. $475,000. 1,450 above ground square feet, 728 below, for a total of 2,178. It was built in 1920, has 4 bedrooms and 3 baths. So let's check out 935 North Chauncey. This is the most expensive sale in the last 12 months in the New Chauncey neighborhood. It's got the gray siding and the red door, kind of the galley style kitchen. You got the cabinets there in the dining room in the back for a little extra storage. Dining room. So, this is just like a regular run-of-the-mill, early 1900s house. It's great. Like, look at the fireplace and mantle. But what is really driving the price here is that location, its closeness to Purdue University, and also to West Lafayette junior and senior high schools. It's actually closer, probably actually closer to those schools, their one campus, than they are to Purdue. And that is also a big draw. Some families just really want to be in walking distance to the high school, to the junior high. And then there are also people that need to be in walking distance to both West Lafayette schools and Purdue University. So it's really checks a whole lot of boxes. The downstairs area, definitely, you can see they added the escape window downstairs so that can be legally listed as a bedroom. That's what bedrooms are. That's really the definition of bedroom is there egress? Is there 2 forms of egress? So you can get out the door or you can get out the window. And that's really it. Doesn't matter if there's a closet or not. It really just comes down to egress. The double stack washer and dryer in the bathroom. And you're kind of wedging a lot into, an older home. Again, this is being driven by the location. So 3 hot neighborhoods in the Lafayette and West Lafayette area. Neighborhood number 1, Highland Park, one of the original older neighborhoods of the Lafayette area. And then we looked at Barberry Heights, one of the central neighborhoods of West Lafayette, close to shopping and groceries and everything that you need in West Lafayette. And it's also just down the street from the rec center, from the new West Lafayette Rec Center. And then we also looked at New Chauncey, which is kind of the quintessential neighborhood close to Purdue University and Lafayette and West Lafayette junior, senior high schools. So I hope you enjoyed that look at those 3 neighborhoods. And remember, At Lafayette Live is brought to you by me, Geoff Gooch, realtor with the Russell Company, powered by At Properties. And if you're interested in any of those 3 neighborhoods or home anywhere here in the Lafayette, West Lafayette, Tippecanoe County area, I'd love to be your local Lafayette real estate resource of choice. Please reach out to me Geoff@russellteam.com. You can call or text me at 765-413-6190. Scan that QR code right there, and check out all of my information directly on your phone or device. And do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. We have a library of more than 150 videos on the channel now. Neighborhood tours, information about Lafayette and West Lafayette, the best restaurants in town, all sorts of great fun information here about Lafayette. So like and subscribe so that you're notified when we put up new content.